What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FSRC, and today we're taking out another killer new release from Kyosho, and it's the Trail King. Now this is a spin-off of their Blizzard 2.0. It's a really killer tracked vehicle, and as always, I've taken the liberty of removing it from its box. Here it is. And this thing is so cool. It's probably cooler than I even imagined it being. I've had a ton of fun with this. I have already run it. Got several packs through it at this point, and let me tell you, this thing is super fun to look at when you're off trailing, going off road. It's just a really cool rig. So let's get in here a little bit closer and take a look at this thing in all its Trail King glory. Here it is, the Kyosho Trail King in all its tiny tank tracked glory. Now this is just a really cool truck, but before we look at the truck too much, let's take a look at the other things that you get in the box. We'll start with the transmitter. It is a twin stick. It has a whole bunch of channels because, like I said, this is based off of the Blizzard 2.0. So the receiver has a whole bunch of ports. If you want to add the plow or lights or winches or any number of accessories, you have many options to do that with. This is really high quality. It takes 4 AA's. It's got aluminum, thumb things. What are these? Thumb things. They're thumb things. It has these, and they're grippy and they're nice. I'm obviously not a twin stick guy, but I like it. This truck does come with a battery. It's a 2200 milliamp hour nickel metal battery. It seems to power the truck just fine, but just so you know, it runs really good on 2S LiPo. You get a battery charger with it. It's just a simple USB charger, but if you have a fast charger, it could probably charge this thing up fairly quickly. And your parts book, which is important, so read through this if you've never operated a vehicle like this before, or if you need to find part numbers and stuff like that. And that good stuff is the Trail King. I mean, it's so cool looking. It kind of has like a Unimog-esque body, I guess you could say. It's not officially licensed in any way, but I think that's what it most closely resembles. The Trail King does come equipped with lights front and rear. The cool thing is they're chassis mounted. The bumpers are on the chassis, so when you remove the body, you don't have to worry about unplugging anything. All right, well, before we get into the rest of the truck, let's talk a little bit more about the body. It does have a tailgate. It's just got a couple screws in both sides. You could probably make this thing go up and down with little to no effort. Kind of a cool graphic there, like some mountains. The windows are tinted, but it does actually have an interior. I hope that's picking that up. It's got a bench seat and a steering wheel and a dash. It's got mirrors. It's got windshield wipers. I mean, it's just a really cool truck or tank or whatever this is. It's a really great RC. We're just going to call it that. It's a great scale RC, and I think it's rad. With the body off, we get a little bit better look at how this thing's laid out. It's really simple. It's got 2 little 380 brushed motors. It's got 2 ESCs in there in your receiver. I mean, these are surprisingly quick. This thing is surprisingly quick compared to what I thought it would be. Your battery goes in right there. You see you got a single strap, kind of some outlines there. Battery lays in. It does have a Dean's plug. Get a little better look at the rear lights there, front lights there. It's pretty simple, but really well thought out, really well laid out. There's a bunch of option parts for these, like metal tracks, and you can get the plow, you can get like a roller for the back, you can get all kinds of stuff. Like I said, this is going to be a cool thing to build off of, and I think this will do a lot for the scale crowd, just to change it up a little bit. It's never bad to have options. Kind of look at the front, and then, just kind of an overview. It's got some gear reduction in there. It just really works great. I was pleasantly surprised with how easy it was to operate and how quickly. I'm not a twin stick guy. I don't fly planes and stuff yet. I would like to pick that up. So this was kind of a new experience for me, but man, it was fun. And like I said, I really picked it up quick, and this thing is just killer. It puts a smile on everybody's face, and I've let a few people drive it, and they think it's rad. They love it. And I think with some upgrades, some metal tracks, maybe some chrome rollers and sprockets, you never know, winches. I've got a few ideas. This thing is going to be ridiculous cool. Let's talk tracks. So as you can see, these have like a flexible plastic track on them. The teeth here are replaceable, so you can replace these if they get worn. They seem to be pretty durable. Obviously, this is going to do better off-road than on-road. And if you run this thing on pavement a lot, it's probably going to wear the plastic tracks out. So the truck does have a little bit of suspension, but the plastic tracks, I think, kind of help it conform to the surface a lot better. You get a look at the wheels there. You know, it's honestly, it's so simple. It's like, man, why didn't anyone else think of this? Well, that's because no one else is Kyosho. And this shows in their products with how, you know, different they are and how diverse their product line is. And this is just a prime example of that. These come in right at $299.99, ready to run. We're talking battery, charger, truck, transmitter, everything you need to get going and have a blast. And I think this will make a killer platform to build off of. And I can't wait to see some other people get their hands on these and see what they do with them, because I have a ton of ideas. I'm gonna need a whole fleet of these things before it's said and done. Y'all didn't really think I was gonna close this video out with just a little taste of the action. Stay tuned, because in the future there's going to be a lot more of this thing coming up. Like I said, I've got some killer ideas, and I think you guys will have a blast with this platform. I think the scale guys are going to love it. It's just a different thing. It's a fresh new take on stuff. Here's some action. Stay rad. Appreciate everyone who tuned in today and checked out the new Kyosho Trail King with me. And like I said, this is such a cool truck. You can do so many different things with it. I'm going to add a bunch of cool scale stuff and do like kind of a search and rescue theme for my version 1. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in a few days. Stay rad, my friends.